Hi everybody, I hope by now you have had a chance to watch The Tale of Peter Rabbit, which is the most popular and most classic tale written by Beatrix Potter. I just wanted to cover a couple things that we would have done in the classroom from a distance. The first thing is the medicine. When Peter comes home from Mr. McGregor's garden, he's obviously been running ragged and he's super scared. So when he gets home, he's completely exhausted and he falls to the ground and he just wants to go to bed. His mom's going to send him to bed without his supper anyway, but I don't think he's hungry. I think he's exhausted, so he just wants to go to bed. But the one thing she does give him before he goes to bed is chamomile tea. Chamomile tea is made from the flower, which is chamomile, and it's supposed to be a very calming tea. If you are ever feeling like you can't get to sleep or something's happened during your day that's upset you or you're exhausted, I would suggest having a bit of chamomile tea. I know that one of my students said this is their favorite tea. And the reason I love chamomile is in the winter when it's dreary and there are no flowers and there's no end in sight of the cold weather, I will sit down with a cup of warm chamomile tea, mostly for the smell. It's very aromatic. Aromatic means the smell is intoxicating. It's like the smell of a rose or lilacs or lily of the valley. Very present. You don't even have to hold it to your nose. You just smell it as you walk by. And the chamomile flower makes me think of spring. It makes me think of new life. It makes me think that things are going to be better. So give it a try. I am going to put a tea bag in your take-home basket soon. And it will just be the bag because I need the covers for this, but I will put it in a plastic bag so it is away from each other. But try it because I'm going to be going over the Peter Rabbit salad later, which if we were in class, Gretchen the baker would have been coming in to make a Peter Rabbit salad with us. So chamomile tea, yum, smell it. If you make it, if you don't even drink it, at least smell it. Throw the smell into your face with your hands. It's wonderful. The other thing I wanted to talk about is it's a tradition in Room Zoo to bring in herbs. Chives. These are chives, which are in the onion family, and parsley. This is, I think, the Italian parsley. I usually like to get the curly parsley. That's a little more curly, but this is all they had. But in Room Zoo, we would put these on the discovery table, and if you wanted to, you could come up and try it. So we would snip off a bit of the onion. So, oh, my cat's playing with it. Stop that, Pip. She's playing with the end of the chives. We would snip off a piece of the chive for you, and we would have you taste it if you wanted. You didn't have to taste it. Oniony. Definitely oniony. Chives are usually used for on top of salads, on top of things. You usually don't cook them as much as you just snip them fresh onto your salads, maybe into your tuna salad, egg salad. Several recipes just call for chives tossed about on top. There is definitely an onion flavor. Now, unfortunately for you, the other thing the kids would love to do is they would come up to me and all the teachers and they would breathe on us right in our faces. Now, if I'm eating an onion, you can just imagine what my breath smells like. Ha 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 ha. So, ha ha, and you don't get to breathe in my face, onion, but lucky for me. But if you have your parents get you some chives, you could always breathe on your parents or your siblings or your nannies or grandparents or whoever takes care of you. It's a good joke. Then, once you're done making your breath smelly with chives, then have some parsley. I think I said on the tutorial yesterday that even though parsley is good for making your tummy feel better, because remember in the movie, Peter finds some parsley because his tummy feels bad because he's eaten so many vegetables. So he finds parsley to eat because that settles your tummy. But the other thing that parsley does is it freshens your breath. So I don't have Mr. Penley here to breathe on to say how bad my breath smells from the onion. I'm going to go ahead and eat the parsley. I like the parsley. It's kind of like a cucumber. I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like grass, but better. But it freshens your breath. That's why a lot of times if you have a dish that you get from the restaurant, sometimes they put a sprig of parsley on the side because it freshens your breath. And this Peter Rabbit salads consist of mixed greens, French green beans. French green beans are the skinnier kind. Throw a couple of those in. Carrots. Some radishes, because those are Peter's favorite. Not carrots. Peter's favorite was radishes. And then a sprig of parsley on top. Also, blackberries. Blackberries on top of that. And then chamomile tea. So the salad we would have sent home for you would have had those ingredients. I'll repeat them again. It is mixed greens, French green beans, carrots, radishes, blackberries, a sprig of parsley, and chamomile tea. And we would send that home with you to have with your dressing, any kind of dressing you want on it, ranch or balsamic vinegar or lime cilantro, whatever you like. You could throw on your salad. So if you have those ingredients at home, I would suggest you make a Peter Rabbit salad. Okay? I hope you will enjoy the other movies that you got to watch. Hopefully one of them will have the opening sequence to them. I realized the one for Peter Rabbit did not have the opening sequence, so I'm hoping the one with Jemima Puddle Duck and Tom Kitten, which is the full episode, will have the before and after real movie where they have somebody playing Beatrix Potter she's painting and she goes through the woods, and I want you to notice which animals you see. Kep is her dog. I want you to look for Mrs. Tiggywinkle, Mr. Todd the Fox, the Puddle Ducks, Peter, or Peta, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, and I think that's it. Oh, Mr. Jeremy Fisher. So keep an eye out for them when she's going back to her house once it starts raining. And then you will see that she writes letters to her former nanny or governess Annie's children. And it's just really cool to see the inside of her house. And she even has tea. She will say, tea. And Peta will be there and he will try to drink her tea when she leaves. And then at the very end, wait till the very end, because they will show the kids, look for the kids too. They will show the kids walking through the village, and they will show Beatrix Potter walking to the mailbox to deliver the mail. So I hope you will enjoy that. We'll also be watching Mrs. Tiggywinkle and Roly-Poly Pudding with Samuel Whiskers. All right, enjoy. I miss you so much.